नमस्ते डियर भ्युवर्स, वेलकम ब्याक टु सिल्भर स्ट्रिम। हाम्रो अर्को एपिसोडमा यहाँहरू सबैजनालाई स्वागत छ। हजुरको न्यानो माया र हौसलासहित हामी फेरि पनि उपस्थित भइसकेको छौँ र आजको एपिसोड पनि अस्तिको जस्तै एकदमै रोचक रहने हाम्रो बाचासहित आजको गेस्टको बारेमा म थोरै भन्न चाहन्छु। हामीसँग आज हुनुहुन्छ हाम्रो सिल्भर माउन्टेनको कर्पोरेट एक्जिक्युटिभ सेफ, जो चाहिँ हाम्रो ब्याचलर्स अफ आर्ट्स इन इन्टरनेसनल कुलिनरी आर्ट्सको प्रोग्राम लिडर पनि हुनुहुन्छ। उहाँ वेस्ट बेङ्गलमा जन्मिनुभयो, हुर्किनुभयो र उहाँको करियरले उहाँलाई संसारको विभिन्न कुनामा लिएर गएको छ। इन्डियाभित्रै पनि पन्जाब, साउथ इन्डियादेखि लिएर अरू धेरै ठाउँमा घुमिसक्नु भएको छ र क्रुज लाइन्समा काम गर्दाखेरि उहाँले संसार घुम्ने मौका पाइसक्नु भएको छ र उहाँको यसै एक्सपिरियन्ससहित उहाँका धेरै रोचक कथाहरू, एक्सपिरियन्सेसहरू हामीले सुन्ने नै छौँ। आउनुहोस् उहाँसँग थोरै कुरा गरौँ। Namaste, Chef.
Namaste.
Thank you so much for making time to appear on Silver Stream, and thank you so much for accepting our invitation. We are very, very pleased and glad to have you here today.
I'm happy to.
तपाईको एकदमै बिजी शेड्युलबाट पनि फुर्सद मिलाएर आइदिनु भएकोमा हामी निकै आभारी छौँ। थ्याङ्क यू सो मच सेफ।
Thank you very much.
सो हामी कुरा गर्नु पर्दाखेरि आज कति धेरै कुराहरू छ द्याट आई वान्ट टु आस्क एन्ड यु नो आई वान्ट टु एक्सप्लोर विथ यु। मेरो अगाडि त पुरै कुलिनरी जगत नै अगाडि बसिरहेको जस्तो फिल भइरहेछ मलाई, होइन? अब वी मिट एभ्री डे, बट हाउएभर हामी आफ्नो आफ्नो काममा बिजी भइरहन्छौँ। सो आइ एम भेरी एक्साइटेड। सबैभन्दा पहिला चाहिँ मलाई सोध्न मन लागेको कुरा, सेफ, आई हेभ सिन यु डेकोरेटेड लाइक दिस सो मेनी टाइम्स इन सो मेनी फङ्सन्स। मेरो क्वेसन एउटा र धेरैजना भ्युवर्सहरूलाई पनि सायदै त्यो क्वेरी भइरहेछ होला। कुड यु प्लिज काइन्डली लेट अस नो अबाउट योर डेकोरेसन टुडे एन्ड योर गार्ल्यान्ड, वाट इज इट अल अबाउट?
ओके, नमस्ते सबैजनालाई वन्स अगेन। एकदमै इम्पोर्टेन्ट क्वेसन लाग्छ मलाई, किनकि धेरै मान्छेले मलाई सोध्छु कि वाट इज दिस, वाइ यु आर वेयरिङ दिस। यु नो दिस इज अल अबाउट माई एक्कोल्यान्ड्स। जति यो अलमोस्ट 30 वर्ष हुन लाग्यो मेरो जर्नीको। सो 30 वर्षको सम्म जति मेरो एक्कोलेड्स मैले पाउनु भएको छ त्यति एसोसिएसन छ मेरो। यु नो इट्स नट जस्ट कि एउटा सेफको रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी खालि कुकिङ गर्नुको मात्रै। त्यसपछि दे निड टु गो आउट एन्ड दे निड टु शोकेस देयर ट्यालेन्ट टु अदर्स एन्ड ट्राई टु मोटिभेट अदर पिपल अल्सो। सो त्यो कुरामा म जता पनि काम गऱ्यो त्यहाँदेखि जति एक्कोलेड्स मैले पाएँ, जति प्रेस्टिज अवार्ड्स पायो, दिस इज अल अबाउट द्याट। दिस इज द गार्ल्यान्ड द्याट आई क्यान वेयर एन्ड दिस हेज बिन पर्मिटेड बाई दोज एसोसिएसन्स एन्ड त्यो सबैजनाले मलाई पर्मिट गरेको छ। एन्ड यु नो दिस किप्स अन ग्रोइङ। इनफ्याक्ट दिस हेज बिकम भेरी हेभी। थ्याङ्क यू भेरी मच अल अफ यु।
सो हजुरको भनेपछि सक्सेस, अचिभमेन्ट एन्ड एभ्रिथिङ द्याट युभ बिन थ्रु एन्ड अचिभड, त्यसको चाहिँ नि एउटा रिफ्लेक्सन भनेर
एक्ज्याक्टली। सेफको जगतमा अघि के थियो कि अघि त्यो नामको पछाडि साफिक्स एन्ड प्रेफिक्सेस कम आउने थियो कि जस्तो एमबिबिएस, पिएचडी, यस्तो यस्तो आउँछ जति डक्टर्स हजुरहरूको आउँछ न स्टन्नै। अब सेफको नामको अगाडि पछाडि त त्यस्तो केही आउँदैन, खालि सेफ मात्रै आउँछ। सो लेटर अन वी अल हेभ रियलाइज कि हामीलाई पनि चाहिन्छ केही न केही, एन्ड द्याट रिफ्लेक्ट्स इन दिस।
द्याट इज ग्रेट। सो हजुरको अचिभमेन्ट्सहरूको कुरा गर्दै गर्दाखेरि मैले अघि नै पनि भने मलाई आज चाहिँ नि एउटा पुरै कुलिनरी वर्ल्डको अगाडि बसिरहेको छु जस्तो लागिरहेछ। एन्ड आइम समवेयर आई हेभ सो मेनी क्वेसन्स टु आस्क एन्ड अल्सो समवेयर आइम लस्ट अलमोस्ट, होइन? बट आइड लाइक टु बिगिन विथ समथिङ फन, सेफ। एभ्रीबडी हेज अ स्टार्ट, हेज अ किक अफ, होइन? हजुरको चाहिँ कुलिनरी जर्नी सायद होम कुकिङबाटै पनि सुरु भयो होला, कताबाट सुरु भयो होला। डु यु रिमेम्बर द फर्स्ट डिस द्याट यु एभर कुक्ड एन्ड हाउ डिड इट टर्न आउट?
मेरो म दुईवटा कुरा भनौँ यो केसमा। वान इज माई सक्सेस कुकिङ, वान इज माई फेलियर कुकिङ। सो मेरो कुकिङ फेलियरदेखि स्टार्ट भएको थियो एन्ड द्याट ह्यापन ड्युरिङ माई कलेज डेज ओन्ली। आई मेड अ बर्न्ट बिरयानी। सो मलाई थाहा थिएन, आइडिया थिएन द्याट हाउ टु मेक अ बिरयानी, वाट इज दम मेथड, वाट इज वाट। सो त्यो गर्दाखेरि डऱ्यो पुरा। एन्ड देन माई टिचर किक मी लाइक एनिथिङ। द्याट वाज अ स्टोरी।
That's another story.
Yes, of course. And त्यसपछि मेरो सक्सेस स्टोरी, यु नो द डिस द्याट आई हेभ एक्चुअली इन्जोयड इन मेकिङ एन्ड देन द्याट गेट मी अ बेटर फेम, त्यो थियो मेरो इनोभेसन, द्याट इज माछाको खिर, फिस खिर, for which I got the credit from LCB, Luck of the Block. of Paris, and they have awarded me, and they have published my recipe into their journal for that particular year. So that is supposed to be considered to my, one of my most creative and best dish you can.
So हजुरको first ever cooked भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ नि failure dish
Failure dish भएको थियो.
and then your first success dish you take it
Yes,
as this fish keel.
as fish dish. That time I was with the ship, with the cruise liners, and I got the chance to go and do that competition just the एउटा थियो, and I was very lucky.
So coming back to my question once again, I just want to frame it a little bit different. Every chef might have, got an inspiration or belief जहाँबाट चाहिँ मैले यो पकाउन सक्यो. So now I believe that I can, get into the kitchen and I can cook भनेर. त्यस्तो खालको हजुरको कुनै dish छ that you made something and then that got you inspired into culinary?
That's a very tricky question. Now I had to go back some 30 years back. If I perfectly recall, I have cooked cookies in my home. My father was a good chef.
Right.
Rather a good cook. He used to cook food in house, and he used to inspire all of us. Malai, mero bhailai, sabaijanalai he used to inspire, and he used to say that do something, cook something. Cooking gives you freedom of mind. So म एउटा टिभी च्यानल हेरेर एकचोटि एउटा कुकिज बनाउनु ट्राई गरेँ, and that came out very well, and that I made it in pressure cooker.
That's why you said cooked cookies, not baked.
So I made it in pressure cooker, and that came out very well. Wow. I think that is a point, I think that imbibed into my life.
Okay, so त्यहाँबाट चाहिँ then you used believed in yourself, or let's say that I could do this, I can follow this.
Yes.
Okay. So मैले यो एउटा question सोद्धाखेरि हजुरलाई I just asked about one dish that you cooked very first, or let's say success failure को यति धेरै story छ हजुरको. Inspiration खोज्नलाई you had to go 30 years back, होइन? So it's been 3 decades and counting that you're living in this world, and culinary world मा, and you're excelling in this world, you're inspiring so many people. अहिलेको शेफ सुबुदीप मजुमदारले फर्केर हेर्दाखेरि 30 years backको मान्छेलाई हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ नि if not a chef, where would you have been?
I think I would have been a detective, private investigator.
My goodness, कस्तो drastic change.
Yes, yes, that was a change. Like I still remember. That's a real funny story, and it's a real life for me. के भएको थियो कि म जुन बेला I was studying 10+2 in a college. During our time, it was in India. It was for the first time only the government allowed कि 10+2 college मा पढ्नु मिल्छ. अहिले छैन. अहिले 10+2 you have to do it in school.
In school, right?
So त्यो बेला त्यो थियो 10+2 you can study in college. So I got admitted into a college, and that college मा त्यो college मा पढ्दाखेरि whenever I used to go to the college, I used to see the National Library of India, Calcutta. That's a big college, a big library. And I always had a dream that I must go inside, I must check the books and everything. And I was very fond of detective stories also at that time. So one day I made a card of National Library, book taking card. I saw a full range of books on detective stories and how to become a detective and all. Yes. मेरो के भयो कि I stopped putting my all concentration towards my own study, rather studying into books of detections and all. So त्यो गर्दा I was so passionate about it, and I studied so hard about it. एउटा टाइममा यस्तो भएको थियो that if I see somebody, I can tell him that what is his feature.
Wow. So you read people like
Yes. We used to travel by trains, local trains. So local train मा चढ्दाखेरि by looking into the feature, I can guess that okay, this person is not a good person. He could be a pickpocketer. So यस्तो experience आएको थियो.
deduction theory नै
Deduction theory भइरहेको थियो त्यति बेला. And probably that has helped also. Later on into मेरो यो cooking journey मा, मेरो यो kitchen को journey मा, I think that has helped also. Because यो deduction theory हाम्रो kitchen मा पनि involved हुन्छ. धेरै टाइम. So I think मैले kitchen मा आएन भने त I could have been a private investigator or a detective, I don't know.
And I'm sure that you would have been a great one at it as well, Chef. with your eye perfection हेर्दाखेरि क्या
That the time might see, but
time would have said and time would have told a great story about
Yes,
you
that
in
could
a
have
difficult world as well. Possibly. So हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ
possible. मेरो detection level यतिसम्म गएको छ that I became interested. Once upon a time, I became interested in going into medical transcription, medical understanding, medical knowledge. त्यसमा पनि गएको थियो because that was, these all are related with detection. This all were these things are directly associated with detection, deduction, these theories.
Right. And careful analyze.
Yes. अब I think that could have been a good option also. But yes, त्यो बेला समस्या अर्को थियो. That was obviously the financial stories.
So होइन फाइनेन्सियल स्टोरिज भन्दा पनि मलाई चाहिँ कस्तो लाग्छ भन्दाखेरि obviously as I said तपाईँ डिटेक्सनमा जानुभएको भए पनि मेडिकल फिल्डमा जानुभएको भए पनि you would have excelled everywhere. That is my belief, how I look up to you त्यो हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ. But we are very glad that you ended up in culinary and whatever mystical powers there are, they brought you to culinary.
Yes.
Now coming back to the culinary world, chef, हामीले अब normally outside the kitchen बसेर हेर्दाखेरि me as a hotelier मैले बसेर हेर्दाखेरि पनि बाहिर गेस्टहरूले हेर्दाखेरि पनि general publicले हेर्दाखेरि a chef's life is so much glamorous होइन because हामीले देख्ने भनेको त मजाले बाहिर आएर हाउस द फुड भनेको देखिन्छ होइन कुनै इभेन्ट प्लानिङ हुँदाखेरि पनि आई सी द्याट हामी होटलमा सेल्स टिम अगाडि बसेर एफएनबी टिम अगाडि बसेर कुरा गर्दाखेरि पनि गेस्ट्स रियली भ्याल्यु वेन दे गेट टु टक टु अ सेफ होइन हामीले गोर्डन ऱ्याम्जीदेखि लिएर सेफ सञ्जीव कपुरदेखि लिएर हाम्रो आफ्नो सेफ सन्तोष शाह हाम्रो कति मान्छेहरूलाई हामीले हेर्दाखेरि वी सी such great grandeur in them. So सबैले हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ chefको life is glamorous and it's all about do this, do that भनेर भन्ला. My question is, what's the biggest myth about being a chef?
I think the biggest myth about the chef is that chef's life is glamorous.
That itself?
That itself. I'm thankful to this kind of TikToks or Insta videos and all that आजको दिन मात्रै यो थाहा पाए मान्छेहरूले कि सेफको लाइफमा खाना खानुको पनि टाइम छैन. They don't have the time to sit and eat, enjoy their meal. People might think कि सेफ यो त 5-star होटलको सेफ यो त जान्छ रेस्टुरेन्टमा बसेर सबै मान्छे जस्तो अर्डर गरेर यत्रो खाना अर्डर
घरको खाना के मिठो लाग्छ.
Yes, but no. इट्स नट. एन्ड त्यसपछि अर्को एउटा मिथ छ. हाम्रो बेलामा एउटा मिथ थियो, त्यो मिथ डिबङ्क भइसक्यो. द्याट वाज कि एकजना मान्छे होटल म्यानेजमेन्ट पढ्छु भन्दाले उसलाई डेफिनेटली चिली चिकन बनाउनु आउँछ. सो वाट भने you take admission into hotel management college, the first question your relative will ask you that what is the recipe for chili chicken? Chili chicken को recipe दिनुस् त मलाई.
मेरो पालामा पनि त्यस्तै थियो. मैले पढ्दाखेरि चाहिँ नि होटल म्यानेजमेन्ट पढेपछि my relatives would come up and say आज तिमीले के बनाएर खुवाउने. So that was one misconception.
Exactly. यो थियो, that got debunked. आजको डेटमा जुन the biggest myth भनौँ न त्यस्तै छ कि शेफको लाइफ इज extremely glamorous in terms of that chef leads a very, के भनौँ, very relaxed, comfortable life. त्यो छैन. That is purely myth. Every profession has got a designation variations, right?
Right.
So obviously, एउटा designation पछि तो you will definitely not do hard work, but rather you will do smart work. त्यो स्मार्ट वर्कको डेफिनेसन कतिसम्म छ त्यो मान्छेले थाहा भएन. एन्ड त्यही कुरामा उनीहरूले लाग्यो कि ओके सेफ मिन्स इज अ भेरी ग्ल्यामरस लाइफ. त्यो त ग्ल्यामरस लाइफ बाहिरदेखि हो, भित्र के चलिरहेको छ द्याट इज समथिङ विच यु निड टु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड.
राइट. मैले पनि होटलमा काम गर्दाखेरि आई वुड मेरो इन्टर्नसिपको कुरा गर्दाखेरि वी ह्याड दिज एक्जिक्युटिभ सेफ्स एन्ड सिडिसिज एन्ड सु सेफहरू जति पनि हुनुहुन्थ्यो. मेरो लागि चाहिँ दुईवटा मिथ थियो क्या, मेरो पर्सनल मिथ. वान वाज द्याट सेफ्स आर अलवेज भेरी मुडी होइन, एकदमै गाली गर्ने कराउने खालको, बिकज यु निड अ सर्टन लेभल अफ डिसिप्लिन एट द किचन अफ कोर्स. त्यो एउटा मिथ थियो. बट द्याट वाज डिबङ्क्ड इन लाइक डे 2 मेरो इन्टर्नसिपमा बिकज दे वर सो मच फ्रेन्डली क्या. अनि हामीले हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ सेफहरू भनिसकेपछि सिनियर हुनुहुन्छ धेरै एक्सपिरियन्स हुनुहुन्छ बिकज इट टेक्स टाइम फर यु टु रिच योर लेभल होइन सेफ from let's say everybody probably started with training as an intern probably त्यहाँ पुग्नसम्म टाइम लाग्छ सो वान मिथ मेरो चाहिँ कस्तो थियो भने दे आर भेरी मुडी अनि त्यसपछि दे आर अलवेज भेरी सिनियर भन्ने
का तिमीले यो कुरा लिएर आए त्यही कुरामा म भनौँ we all know Gordon Ramsay, right? And he has been got his fame because of he's a scolding chef, right?
Right.
As a
Because
chef.
he's so expressive one of them.
Yes, expressive. He's abusive chef, right?
At times.
That's not the real world for him. I have stayed with him for 5 days.
Right. So
उसको कस्तो humble मान्छे मैले धेरै कम भेटेको छु.
so what we see is just TV person.
It's just a TV person. It's just a television gimmick to bring out the TRP. At the same time, Heston is also a very good chef and very good को त कुरै छैन. Heston को जस्तो मान्छे त छैन. Heston Blumenthal जस्तो मान्छे छैन. माने chef ही छैन मार्केटमा. Heston, when you look him into TV, so sober, so humble. But you go and work with him and you will understand that what he is.
Okay, so every
Just opposite.
different style.
Just opposite. Just opposite.
So हामीले जे देख्छौँ ग्ल्यामरस त्यो पनि छैन गाह्रो छ इन्डस्ट्री र जति पनि हामीले टिभीमा देखिरहेछौँ मान्छेहरू एट टाइम्स इट्स जस्ट अ टिभी पर्सोना भन्ने पनि हुन्छ होइन
Exactly.
सो वान वे or the other show must go on.
Show must go on. अब सञ्जीव कपुरकै हेरौँ न सञ्जीव कपुर को स्टार क्लिक गर्यो बिकज अफ द टिभी च्यानल राइट
Right.
Sanjeev Kapoor, if you look into Sanjeev Kapoor's TV programs, you will see that Sanjeev Kapoor always carry a very beautiful smile, but it's a fake smile. That also you will understand. That fake smile is for the TV channel, right?
I'm sure. उहाँलाई पनि त कति धेरै अब आफ्नो I know that he runs many restaurants.
Yes.
अनि of course maybe he has two, but एउटा छोडेर अर्कोमा त काम गर्नै पर्यो होइन कन्सिस्टेन्सीको लागि. I'm sure TV अगाडि बस्दाखेरि पनि he must have, he must be thinking about his restaurants, कति pressure हुन्छ होला. After all, we're all human beings. हाम्रो personal life को पनि कुराहरू त आइहाल्छ. So talking about these difficult things, होइन, to manage as a chef, glamorous सोच्छ मान्छेले होइन रहेछ होइन. कसैले चाहिँ मुडी सोच्दो रहेछ त्यो पनि होइन रहेछ. Everybody thinks a chef is to become a chef or let's say to reach your level धेरै वर्ष लाग्छ. कोहीले छाडे पनि पाउला. Coming back to your 30 years of experience, or even to Agadi, you said your father was also a very good chef on the So from your eyes in the culinary world, what do you think is the toughest situation in a kitchen that you can get into?
I think when you have, a lot of pressure in your head that you need to finish off certain tasks on time, and you face difficulties with the manpower that they are not supportive enough. Because kitchen is a team game.
Of course.
So team game, if any one of the member do not perform, then the entire pressure comes in. And the pressure, obviously, that pressure comes from the top, not from the bottom. So bottom को एउटा मान्छेले काम गरेन भने त त्यो प्रेसर ठ्याक्कै bottom को माथिपट्टि जुन मान्छे छ त्यसमा जाँदैन. So bottom को मान्छे काम गरेन भने त सबैभन्दा पहिलो जान्छ प्रेसर माथि टपमा. And then the pressure builds up. I'll give you an example. एउटा सानो example दिम म त्यो त सजिलो हुन्छ बुझ्नुको लागि मान्छेलाई. मेरो one of the cruise journey, I was placed in the fish department, and मेरो designation त्यो बेला थियो CDP. So CDP fish department म काम गरिराखेको छु. All on a sudden के भयो कि मर्निङ मिटिङमा म गएँ. मर्निङ मिटिङ अलिकति लामो भयो. म जानुभन्दा अगाडि मेरो एकजना स्टाफ थियो. म उसलाई भनेर गएँ कि माछा निकालेर माछालाई म्यारिनेट गरेर बेक गरेर राख्नुहोस्. अब म बेक गरेर राख्नुहोस् यो कुरा भन्नु बिर्सेको थियो. मैले भने माछा निकालेर म्यारिनेट गरेर रेडी गरेर राख्नुहोस्. म ब्रिफिङ सकाएर म सकाएर आएर हेर्दैछु त्यो मान्छे पुरा किचन स्टेसन एकदम चकाचक साफ, सबै क्लिन सबै रेडी छ. एन्ड ही वाज सिपिङ अ बिग ग्लास अफ जुस. That's fine. That's no problem. So I thought that he has completed everything. So मैले आएर उसलाई सोधेँ कि भाइ everything is ready? Yes, everything is ready. Fish is marinated and I have kept it marinated. Why you have not baked? That time I had just a time gap of 15 minutes, I think, for my service to begin.
Oh my God.
And the first thing what happened is I knew that fact that the fish is not ready. My department staff knew that the fish is not ready. We had to serve something around 6,500 passenger.
Right.
And pressure to ayo, obviously, mero ma to ayo. But I don't know that how come my executive chef came to know that this had happened. He came, he jumped in, he called the sous chef, they both jumped in, and we did everything. We finished everything, all the work. We served the guest like anything. Later on, what happened, that has a secondary story. But the primary story is the pressure came from the top. So the executive chef came to know first. That is the thing which happens in the kitchen. And I think that is the most challenging situation.
And then I'm so glad to hear that executive chef आउनुभयो, sous chef आउनुभयो, but they jumped into action
Yes.
right now rather than words. Stay there.
Yes.
He jumped in to cook.
Jumped to cook.
भनेपछि oh my god, I cannot even imagine chef. त्यही मेरो दिमागमा गइरहेको थियो क्या chefले cruise line भन्नुभयो. There are about 6,000, 7,000 passengers. And even if you divide it into 5 different restaurants, एउटामा पर्दाखेरि त कति धेरै मान्छे.
होइन सिपमा जेनरली यो 6,500 प्यासेन्जर भयो भने त जतिवटा रेस्टुरेन्ट छ सबै रेस्टुरेन्टमा त्यसको आधी बस्नुको क्यापासिटी छ. द्याट मिन्स 6,500 छ भनेको 3,250 पिपल क्यान सिट इन एनी रेस्टुरेन्ट एट एनी पोइन्ट अफ टाइम. सो दुईवटा रेस्टुरेन्ट हाम्रो जेनरली हाम्रो सिपमा 8 देखि 10वटा रेस्टुरेन्ट हुन्छ. सो दुईवटा रेस्टुरेन्टमा डिभाइड गरेर 6,500 एकसँगै बस्नु मिल्छ. बस्यो भने त एन्ड देन
I can't even imagine. त्यही त हो म्या, fish for 3,000 people.
Yes.
Minimum, bare minimum.
Minimum.
कसरी 15 मिनट.
And त्यसपछि this is cruise linerमा के हुन्छ कि sit down buffet हुन्छ. Sit down buffet is something like you sit, you have a menu card, you see that there are 10 dishes and you feel that okay, dish number 3 I want to eat 10 portions. So you are supposed to get 10 portions of dish number 3.
Obviously.
So you never know. अब lobster को दिनमा we used to go into like it's a disastrous day. Lobster means it's a disastrous day.
Fresh चाहियो.
Fresh चाहियो. त्यसपछि कुन मान्छेले कतिवटा खान्छ त्यसको केही ठेगाना छैन. You plan something and you end up something.
Right.
So lobster, then some specialist meat like crocodile we used to serve once upon a time. Crocodile.
Yes.
Yes. So those things were, like it's a disastrous situation.
Exotic dishes around.
Exotic dishes आउँदाखेरि.
अनि फेरि प्यासेन्जर्सलाई पनि त त्यही एक्जोटिक डिस नै because it's a star food and
Yes, of course.
you don't always go on a cruise.
Do you remember that story that Germany World Cup होइन, that was most probably 2002 को World Cup, football World Cup, FIFA World Cup को अगाडि.
Korea Japan वाला.
Korea Japan वाला. Germany there was a octopus who used to. Yes, Paul.
Until 2008 सम्म थियो. Paul,
you remember?
Yes.
During त्यो बेला octopus खानुको एउटा क्रेज आयो शिपमा and people started eating octopus. That was again become a disastrous. Octopus, fresh octopus लिएर त्यसपछि त्यो fresh octopus खानुको मेनली आयो त्यो त्यही चलन, fresh octopus directly खाने.
How do you keep an octopus fresh in a ship? I'm sure you dock at a place and then you get loaded up for 6 days or something. Then you are at sea.
Yes.
So how do you keep it fresh?
No, generally you fresh सामान लिनुको बेलामा whenever we go to a port, we pick up that material. Let's say we are going to, Hamburg, right?
Right.
So we are supposed to serve the octopus after leaving Hamburg. So we are going to pick up the octopus from Hamburg.
So you pick us from Hamburg and then you probably serve the night.
Yes.
Immediately. Can makes a lot of sense.
Immediately we serve.
त्यही त.
So otherwise the possibility छैन.
त्यही भनेको मैले नि मैले बुझेको cruise industry saying you dock somewhere at a port, you get things loaded up, yes, and then you go in the ocean for maybe a week or so.
It's the cruise liner ma generally 3 दिन अनि 4 दिनको cruising हुन्छ. Until and unless they go for a world cruise which lasts for something around 7 months.
Wow.
So otherwise 3 दिन 4 दिनको cruising हुन्छ. 3 दिन 4 दिनको cruising भयो भने त 3 दिनपछि तपाईको फेरि fresh load आउँछ. Or 4 दिनपछि fresh load आउँछ. But let that load also. We talk about glamorous chefs. I still remember त्यो लोड आउने पछि त्यो लोडलाई स्टक गर्नुको काम पनि शेफकै हो.
You must.
Because chef need to know that where he is placing his products.
Say that.
So it is not just go and cook some dish.
So, Azur, you entered the cruise line as a CDP straight?
No. I entered my cruise liner as a butcher. I started my journey as a butcher.
So, Ani, before cruise line, you were in hotels?
No. My journey is straight. I completed my IHM in 1996.
Okay.
1996, I joined in cruise liner.
Okay.
I worked 9 years into cruise liner, retired from Costa Cruises as executive chef.
Right.
And then immediately I came back into academics. In between, I was into a hotel for some few months.
Okay.
Just to see that how hotel operates and whether I am fit for the hotel or not.
So, Azur, hotelमा fit हुनुहुन्छ कि हुनु? Sorry, I stopped you.
Yeah, please.
So, you went into hotel to see if you fit in a hotel or not?
Yes.
Or let's say fit in a hotel, professional kitchen or not?
Or the hotel fixing me or not.
Right. That's another.
You know why?
Viewers, like, this is also a very great question that you need to ask at times, because sometimes you need to fit yourself in, and sometimes the industry needs to fit themselves in you as well.
मेरो केसमा के भयो कि cruise liners, obviously cruise liners are at least 10 years ahead than the industry, right? Because उताको अब hotel industry मा food costing बढ्नु बित्ति we think we go and we stick into some percentage, 30 देखि 35 को बिचमा we run. But in the cruise industry, the food cost percentage goes to 65 to 70%.
Obviously.
So obviously there are limit छैन, right? So they are more with freedom. So cruise liner ma, and then at the same time, because it's a huge pressurized area and specialized area, त्यहाँ के हुन्छ कि त्यहाँ you don't have to think of modern gadgets, modern equipment, everything is there. So it is always 10 years ahead than the hotel industry.
Of course, even in like things like waste management, storing perishables, त्यसको लागि
Everything.
त्यो situationले demand गर्छ होला त्यहाँ.
Everything. So अब त्यो इन्डस्ट्रीमा काम गर्नुको पछि म आएर जुन बेला होटल इन्डस्ट्रीमा छिर्नुको ट्राई गरियो, I saw that the industry is back. त्यहाँ म फिट हुन्छ कि हुँदैन, that becomes a challenge. And then, you know, when you are working in the ship, you are always working with a standard principle. You don't deviate your menu, you don't deviate your food according to the guest demand, which happens in the hotel. अब होटेलमा एकजना मान्छे आएर त्यसको एकजना मान्छे किन भनौँ न, एउटा group of people, they come every day and they demand their rice in some different style, we give them. But शिपमा त्यस्तो हुँदैन. So म गएर म होटलमा आउनुको पछि के भयो मेरो लागि त्यो एडप्ट गर्नु अलिकति लाग्यो कि यो च्यालेन्जिङ. एन्ड देन अफ कोर्स फाइनेन्सियल स्यालेरी पार्ट तो इज देयर.
हजुर.
त्यो समस्या थियो. बट देन आई थट कि वाइ नट टु गिभ माई एक्सपर्टिज टु यङ किड्स टु बी अ गुड शेफ, टु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड आवर इन्डस्ट्री वेल.
And we're glad that you made that choice and you made that decision. Talking about adaptation, chef, talking about adaptation, हजुरले अघि नै सुरुमा भन्नुहुँदाखेरि your success dish was the माछाको खीर that you innovated in a cruise line. Talking about cruise line again, हामी different portsहरूमा गएर cruise त अब world cruise को पनि कुरा गर्नुभयो शेफले. So I'm sure there is a lot of creativity going in a chef's mind and probably their heart as well.
Right.
So हामी इन्टरनेसनल ट्रेन्ड्सहरू फलो गर्दै गर्दा डिफ्रेन्ट डेस्टिनेसन्सको कुरा गर्दै गर्दाखेरि culinary-को त स्टार्टमा नै हामी फ्रेन्च कुजिनबाट पढ्दै जानुपर्छ कतिपय कुराहरू. But at the same time, we need to also find a balance somewhere with local taste as well. So my question is, हजुरले इनोभेसन गर्दा, क्रिएटिभिटी गर्दाखेरि, I'm sure you look into global trends as well, and at the same time you do not forget about the local taste as well. So how do you find a balance between global trends and authenticity?
You know, this is a very good question.
Thank you, chef.
You know, आजको डेटमा if you look into all big chefs, you name some big chefs like Heston Blumenthal, Gordon Ramsay, right? Nova Qureshi, these all chefs, Gagan, they all have gone into research. This is the biggest thing that our recent chef world is going into. So हामीले पढ्दाखेरि थाहा भयो कि once upon a time there was French classical cuisine, त्यसपछि आयो nouvelle cuisine. यसरी गरेर cuisine like change हुँदै गयो, right? Then once upon a time it came as molecular gastronomy. Now molecular gastronomy is also a gone. Now it is a time to do research on your own ingredient and convert them into international food standard. And I think Yokura, I have learned long back means 1999. I switched my cruise liner career from Royal Olympic Cruises of Greece to Costa Cruises of Italy. And I entered into this line, this field. We used to have a cuisine called SPA cuisine, sodium, potassium, ammonium cuisine. SPA. That cuisine says that there should be no sodium, no potassium, no ammonium. त्यो बेलामा न यो फुड एलर्जीको यति धेरै कन्सेप्ट आएको थियो न फेरि मान्छेले यो थाहा थियो न कि यो दिस इज ह्यापनिङ बिकज अफ फुड एलर्जी अहिले जस्तो मान्छेले भन्नुहुन्छ ओके आई एम एलर्जिक टु ग्लुटेन त्यो बेला थाहै थिएन मान्छेले त्यो बेला यो थियो न त्यो बेला द रिसर्च सजेस्ट द्याट सोडियमसँग एलर्जी हुन्छ पोटासियमसँग एलर्जी हुन्छ एमोनियमसँग एलर्जी हुन्छ सो वी निड टु रिमुभ दोज थिङ्स फ्रम द फुड सो हाम्रो मलाई याद छ अहिले वी युज टु मेक वाइट सस नर्मली घरमा पनि हामीले वाइट सस बनाउँदाखेरि के गर्छौँ मैदा लिन्छौँ बाटर लिन्छौँ अलिकति दुध एड गर्छौँ मिलाएर बनाउँछौँ बट त्यो बेला हामीलाई सिकाउनु भएको थियो सेफले कि नो वाइट सस इफ यु आर मेकिङ वाइट सस अलवेज मेक इट विथ कर्नफ्लावरमा ग्लुटेन हुँदैन just mix it with normal milk and you make a white sauce that's tasty, that's easy to digest,
and
that will help.
Theory wise accepted pani huni haina because room we only say equal amount of flour and butter we don't say what flour
exactly. So abo I think that research thing got into my bloodstream from that time. So I started analyzing that okay we need to do something which will help the culinary world, which will help the general people to accept. So त्यो हेर्दाखेरि I think आजको डेटको सबैभन्दा बढी कुरा जुन we all are doing that is using the local ingredient and converting that into international standard.
Right. So अहिले त mostly we see this हैन हाम्रो how do you say fusion probably fusionतिर जाने अथवा
could be considered as a fusion but then fusion को पनि definition when fusion cuisine came त्यसको definition पनि अर्को थियो आजको डेटमा जुन fusion भइरहेको छ that is also a different.
So do you think social media has got to do anything with how people are treating local ingredients?
Of course
nowadays
there are a lot social media ले त अहिलेसम्म यो काम गरेकै छैन कि कुन रिजियनको कुन इन्ग्रेडियन्ट लस्ट हुन लाग्यो त्यसको लागि त कुनै डिस्कसनै छैन सोसियल मिडियामा सो आई रिमेम्बर माई फर्स्ट भिजिट टु नेपाल काठमाडौँ स्पेसली वाज इन 1998 त्यो बेला आई हेभ सिन लट अफ पाइन नट ट्री देयर इज नन सप काठमाडौँभित्रको कुरा भन्दैछु देयर आर लट अफ पाइन नट ट्री pine nut was available. People used to eat pine nut. आजको डेटमा छैन and no social media is covering that.
I'm lucky I still get to have some pine nut. At times मेरो मामुको अफिसमा छ अझ ठुलो खालको हैन अब त्यसलाई हामीले नेपालीमा के भन्छौँ ठ्याक्कै थाहा भएन
हिन्दीमा we used to call चिलगोजा I don't know नेपालीमा के
नेपालीमा चाहिँ मलाई ठ्याक्कै थाहा भएन तर हामीले चाहिँ रुखको फल मात्रै भन्छ अनि त्यो बोइल गरेर उस स्टिम गरेर चलन छ धेरै भ्युअर्सलाई थाहा पनि होला सो टकिङ अबाउट इन्ग्रेडियन्ट्स सेफ लोकल इन्ग्रेडियन्टको कुरा गर्दाखेरि डु यु फिल अर डु यु हेभ एनी इन्ग्रेडियन्ट द्याट यु फिल इज भेरी underrated and that you would wish that more people appreciated it?
I need to go back to my own country cuisine, obviously, Indian cuisine. I think poppy seed is something which is very underrated. It is very heavily priced because it's very less amount to get.
Scarce.
Scarce. But then this is very underrated. This is only used in one particular cuisine, not in all cuisine. And this is very tasty.
अलिकति थोरै अझै भनिदिनुहोस् न यो पपी सीडको बारे
पपी सीड इज बेसिकली त्यो हामीले ओपियम भन्छौँ ओपियम ट्रीको जुन फ्रुट हुन्छ त्यो फ्रुटको भित्रदेखि जुन सिड्स आउँछ जुन सिडदेखि माने दिस इज नट अ सीड विच क्यान ग्रो एन अनदर ट्री but this is a kind of a seed which is edible and which do not have any kind of narcotic effect, and it cannot grow as plant.
हिन्दीमा के भन्छ से पपी सीड होला
Khaskhas.
खसखस भन्छ
Khaskhas. हिन्दीमा भन्छ खसखस. In Bengali language we call it
पिएम भनेपछि के भाङ हो र हैन भाङ
एक्ज्याक्टली. भाङको रूपमै फल्छ यो. भाङको एउटा ठुलो यस्तो गोलो खालको फुल जस्तो आउँछ. त्यो फुलको भित्र हो यो सिड हुन्छ बन्छ. त्यो
हाम्रो यो नेपालमा पनि त धेरै ठाउँमा खाइन्छ नि भाङको अचार खाने चलन
भाङ खान्छ, बट यो पपी सिड ठ्याक्कै जुन म भन्दैछु त्यो एकदमै सानो यत्रो सेतो सेतो
so it comes from भाङको
Yes.
plant but it's not भाङ
It is not भाङ. यो खायो भने त केही नसा हुँदैन.
ए
Nothing will happen, but this gives a very nutty flavor. This gives a very brilliant texture in the gravy. So मेरो विचारमा यसको
यसलाई अझै एक्सप्लोर गरे
very underrated, very underrated.
So this is used in Bengali cuisine?
It is mostly used in Bengali cuisine. Bengali people are mad about this particular food.
So it's not explored outside of Bengal in India as well?
There are some certain places where it has been explored, but that is just as a garnish on top of the sweets. Nothing else, not in the main course. You know, we have in Bengal, as we all know, that Bengal is a state where fish is abundant, right?
Yes.
So we have certain dishes where posto, poppy seed with fish is a delicacy. If you have not eaten it, you have missed something in your life.
It's a celebratory food.
Yes, absolutely.
So, sorry, Chef. As I said, I have so many questions to ask. I'm worried about our time. So, talking about हजुरको poppy seed, हामीले नेपालीमा अब भाङको फल भनेर भन्यौँ. अब maybe it's not researched. यतातिर पनि कतै use गर्छ होला. So, talking about similarities in Nepali and Indian cooking, हाम्रो त अब एकदमै धेरै cultural history, geography, ingredients ले पनि हामीलाई धेरै नै common बनाएको छ. We know about the similarity, Chef, but what is one major difference that you see in a Nepali kitchen and an Indian kitchen? One major difference.
Major difference in Nepali kitchen and Indian kitchen.
There could be a few. Well, I don't want to limit you to one.
I think the Nepali food is more, with, I must say in this way that Nepali food is strongly flavored. Rather than our Indian food. Our Indian foods are also flavored, but Nepali food is more strongly flavored because of the usage of timur.
Oh,
Sichuan pepper. Sichuan pepper is not used in Indian cuisine.
Right.
That makes the heaven and hell difference between the flavor.
तर पाउन त उता पनि पाउँछ नि.
पाउँछ.
बाहिर पनि
Absolutely. We don't like that flavor. As like नेपालमा हिङको use कति छ? कम छ. Right?
नेवारी कुजिनमा
नेवारी कुजिनमा अलिअलि छ. अदरवाइज नेवारी तपाईँको थकाली कुजिन भनौँ कि यो जनकपुरतिरको कुजिन भनौँ छैन. मैथिली कुजिनमा त छैन. But at the same time, if you go into India, entire southern India is dependent on hing. Entire Kashmir region, the northern part, northern belt, Punjab, Kashmir, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, they all depend on hing. Odisha, fully dominated by hing.
So spices now the hidden chef. What's the difference between our use of spices and Indian cuisine my use of spices?
This is a very good thing. Nepal ma jun spices use huncho, those are not exactly spices, those are herbs. Herbs means a product which has got medicinal value. So Nepal ko product jun use huncho, obviously common ingredients to cha, jira dhaniya to cha. But apart from that, tapiko jati यो typical ingredients हो जस्तो कि यो तिमुर भनौँ जस्तो कि बेसार. You still use fresh besar.
Yes.
Right? Yes. Then there is a product called moroti. Right? These all products has herbal values, medicinal values, which is very good, which is missing in Indian part. We miss that. Lemongrass, you use lot of lemongrass in foods at times.
Right.
Rosemary is abundant here.
Oh. त्यो पनि हो. ओरेगानो पनि अब हामीले ज्वानो भनेर नि बनाउँछौँ है. एकदमै and it's somewhere built into our culture as well. जस्तै यी चीजहरुलाई चाहिँ हामीले सुत्केरी भएको बेलामा खुवाउनु पर्ने अथवा वर्षमा एकचोटी सिस्नो खानु पर्ने भन्ने हाम्रो चाहिँ नि चलन छ हैन. So very good you can share हिसाबले. You've delved into Nepali cuisine so much हजुरको त्यो detection part चाहिँ आइरहेको जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई है. So talking about Nepali cuisine, chef, one of my questions to you is मलाई सोध्न मन लागेको Is there any Nepali food that you absolutely love or you've fallen in love with?
I love Dakula.
Dakula.
You got Dakula.
Dakula.
The gravy, mind blowing. I can. I'll give you a story.
Yes.
I went to Hunecha, right?
Honacha.
Right?
So it's Patan.
In Patan, Krishna मन्दिरको पछाडिपट्टि छ त्यहाँ गएर and I wanted to try out their food. मैले धेरै कुरा सुनेको थियो. So I went, I said that what all you have, please give. उनीहरूले सबै दिनु लाग्यो अलि गरेर सबै दिए. त्यो ड्याकुला दिए मलाई. यो के हो? This is called ड्याकुला भन्छ, right?
Right.
So this is called ड्याकुला. I ate and it's so amazing. I ate 3 plates.
3 portion.
3 portion खाए.
So has anybody told you why it's named Dakula? And
No. That detail I haven't taken.
So allow me this opportunity, viewers, please. Dakula भनेको चाहिँ खास गरी नेवारी डिस हो होइन अनि नेवारी डिसमा ला भनेको चाहिँ नि नेवारी भाषामा मासु. सो ड्याकु भनेको चाहिँ नि अब खास गरी ड्याकुगु भन्नुपर्ने होला होइन अब I'm not very fluent in नेवारी. द ड्याकुगु भनेको चाहिँ नि you simmered it for a long time like a stew. होइन सो एकदम धेरै बेरसम्म पकाइसकेपछि नि त्यसलाई त्यो बबल्स आउने गरिकन त्यसलाई सिमर गरेपछि ड्याकुगु भनिन्छ. सो बोइल्ड मिट भने जस्तो वा स्टुड मिट भने जस्तो ड्याकुला मिन्स the simmered meat that has been cooked for a long time and I'm sure the flavor त्यसैले हो.
I think the gelatin is अब किनकि यता यो चलन छ त कि त्यो छाला राखेर मासु खानुहुन्छ. सो छालादेखि पनि त्यो जिलेटिन आउँछ न त्यो जिलेटिन एक्चुअली प्रोबेबली भने दिस इज द रिजन बिकज इट्स simmered for so long time. I think that is the taste.
And because it's a traditional dish, त्यो softness, tenderness आउनलाई there is no pressure cooking or anything. So it takes its time.
Exactly.
And then त्यो तैरेको फल मिठो हुन्छ भने जस्तो
Exactly.
ड्याकु गरेको ला मिठो हुन्छ.
So I am in love. I cannot say momo because although I know that नेपालमा त मोमो भन्दा बढी पपुलर डिस कुनै पनि छैन. But I cannot say momo because momo is not Nepali, momo is Tibetan. Right? So मेरो विचारमा त I think I can die for Dakula.
Right? And is there any dish that you have loved, you have tried but not yet mastered, Nepali dish?
Oh, yes, I think sapu micha.
Okay.
Not yet. I have tried twice, it burst. The temperature mismatch burst भयो कि फुट्यो. And people should be aware of how many people, until and unless they know that how to eat the sapu micha, they should be very, very, very careful, I think. कोहीले burst हुन्छ के हुन्छ and then भित्र तातो fat that can come. This had happened once with me.
I think it's a dilemma. Sapu micha अलिकति सेलाएर खायो भने फेरि you don't get that
fat को juicy
juiciness आउँछ. Exactly. तातै खायो भने फेरि एकदमै जल्ने खालको पनि हुन्छ हैन.
That's a dish. Again, that's a very good dish. I think नेवारहरूको लागि माने नेवारहरूको सँग जति खाना छ त्यो खाना एउटा कम्युनिटीमा कुनै पनि देशमा छैन. I believe.
Wow, chef.
I believe because I know एउटा बाफदेखि you all can make something around 116 dishes. 116 डिस त्यो लिस्ट त मेरोसँगै छ. त्यसको पछि पनि हुनसक्छ I had to go into houses of Newar and find out probably होला. But एउटा एनिमलदेखि 116 डिस छ भने त how many dishes you might have, Newar community might have, I don't know.
I think chef it's also because our culture is म आफै नेवार भएको भएर पनि हाम्रो कल्चर चाहिँ एकदमै भिजिबली प्रेजेन्टेड छ त्यस कारणले पनि हाम्रो डिसेसहरू अलिक पपुलर भएको होला. बट टकिङ अबाउट getting food out of one particular ingredient, I'm sure indigenous community bhayera pani hola because it started from historical times.
Exactly.
So there's no fridge and not everybody knows preservation methods haru haina. And I'm sure they have their own preservation methods as well. So हामी राई गुरुङ किराँत हेर्यो भने or even India मा पनि हामीले चाहिँ indigenous communities हेर्यो भने उहाँहरूले पनि त if they butcher an animal probably त्यो फ्याल्ने भन्दा पनि they find uses of every ingredient.
Definitely they find use of every ingredient, every animal part that is true, but they do not convert that into different foods. They convert it into
variety को कुरा गर्नुभयो.
Variety को कुरा गर्दैछु म. 116 डिश 116 different dishes.
Now I get you.
Now तपाईँकोमा there is a dish called त्यो बाफको स्किनदेखि बनाउँछ थलथले भन्छ राइट. त्यो थलथलेको ओरिजिनेसन हेर्दाखेरि that goes to Russia. They have a dish called kholodets. It's similar. But point is कि रसियामा जुन बेला बनेको एन्ड नेवारको ओरिजिन हेर्दाखेरि नेवार्स आर मोर ओल्डर देन रसियन डकुमेन्टेसनको कुरामा दे आर वेल अहेड तिम्रोमा हाम्रो रिजियनमा रादर हाम्रो सार्क रिजियनमा त हाम्रो त खानाको लागि डकुमेन्टेसन छैन सो वी डोन्ट हेभ अ स्कोप हियर हु क्यान वाउच द्याट यस दिस इज द ट्रेडिसनल फुड दिस इज
कता न कता डकुमेन्टेसन भएको पनि होला सेफ मेरो हिसाबले हेर्दाखेरि बट सायदै पपुलराइज भएन वा त्यसलाई त्यो एडभर्टाइज भएन होला
एक्ज्याक्टली
होइन वेस्टर्न वर्ल्डमा जस्तो हाम्रो चाहिँ नि डकुमेन्टेसन भएर त्यो कता ग्रन्थहरूमा रह्यो होला होइन हिस्टोरिकल लाइब्रेरिजहरूमा रह्यो होला त्यो चाहिँ नि विचार गरेँ मैले होइन यसो हेर्दाखेरि सायदै सेफ हामी फर्केर आउँदाखेरि हजुरलाई यु केम आउट फ्रम वेस्ट बेङ्गल यु हेल फ्रम वेस्ट बेङ्गल भन्नु पऱ्यो होइन हजुरले इन्डिया कति घुम्नुभयो यो culinary वर्ल्डमा पन्जाबमा काम गर्नुभयो होइन हजुर प्यारिसमा जानुभयो इटलीमा जानुभयो होइन फ्रान्स इटली घुम्नु भएको छ देश संसार सबै घुम्नु भएको छ culinary वर्ल्डमा इफ यु वर टु डिस्क्राइब दिस culinary वर्ल्ड इन 3 words आई नो इट इज बिग थिङ टु आस्क तर 3 शब्दमा culinary वर्ल्ड भन्नु पऱ्यो भने हाउ वुड यु से वाट वुड दोज 3 words be?
I have a 3D principle in my life, and I think that matches. Discipline, dedication, and devotion.
Wow, chef. कस्तो मिठो छ भनिदिनु हजुर डिसिप्लिन डेडिकेसन एन्ड डिभोसन
यो तीनटा छ भने त
culinary वर्ल्ड
कल्लो दुनिया मुट्ठी में
अच्छा
सो इट इज समथिङ लाइक द्याट
है कर्लो दुनियाँ मुट्ठीमा भनेपछि ट्रु नि तिनवटा छ भने त यु कुड इन एनी फिल्ड एन्ड यु कुड स्टिल बी इन्जोइङ द्याट पर्टिकुलर फिल्ड है सो सेफ रमाइलो कुराकानीहरू पनि एकदमै भइरहेको छ है वान थिङ द्याट आई वुड रियली लाइक टु एक्सप्लोर मोर वान साइड इज हाम्रो इन्टरनेसनल culinary आर्ट्सको प्रोग्रामका कुराहरू मलाई एकदमै इन्ट्रेस्ट लागिरहेको होइन हजुरको थ्रुबाट मलाई जान्न मन लागिरहेको सो वी रन ब्याचलर्स अफ आर्ट्स इन इन्टरनेसनल culinary आर्ट्स हियर एट सिल्भर माउन्टेन विथ द फर्स्ट wants to introduce this in Nepal होइन हामीले बाहेक अरूले गरिरहेको पनि छैन हाम्रो यङ भ्युवर्सहरूलाई I would like you to explain them or let's say उहाँहरूलाई चाहिँ यो कोर्सको डिजाइन कसरी गरिएको छ and how does it help for people to be ready for the industry?
राइट ब्याचलर इन इन्टरनेसनल culinary आर्ट्स जुन प्रोग्राम छ यो 4 वर्षको प्रोग्राम हाम्रो सो 4 वर्षमा एकर्डिङ टु आवर युनिभर्सिटी प्याटर्न हामी 2टा इन्टरनेसनल ट्रेनिङमा पठाउँछु सो 2टा इन्टरनेसनल ट्रेनिङ भन्दाले 6 मन्थ 1 वर्ष गयो सो देन वी हेभ टोटल 6 सेमेस्टर इन आवर ह्यान्ड 6टा सेमेस्टर सो यो कोर्सको डिजाइन गर्दाखेरि वाट आई केप्ट इन माई माइन्ड इज द्याट कि वी निड टु टेक द स्टुडेन्ट फ्रम नोन टु अननोन सो एउटा स्टुडेन्ट पहिलो दिन आएर इफ आई आस्क हिम टु मेक बेसामेल सस ही विल बी इन अ बोल अफ सुप उसको जिन्दगीमा कहिले पनि बेसामेल सस खाएको छैन थाहै छैन उसलाई रादर ही नोज वाट इज हाउ टु मेक भात हाउ टु मेक दाल सो माई कन्सेप्ट वाज अलवेज फ्रम द्याट आई मस्ट टेक अ स्टुडेन्ट फ्रम नोन टु अननोन सो मेरो प्लानिङमा यस्तै भएको छ द्याट फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर वेन द स्टुडेन्ट कम्स इन द स्टुडेन्ट लर्न्स द बेसिक पार्ट अफ किचन विच इज ही इज अकस्टम्ड विथ जुन घरमा पनि हेऱ्यो जुन घरमा पनि देख्छ डेली लाइफमा जुन गर्नुहुन्छ त्यही काम हाउ टु डु इट इन प्रोफेसनल वे सो पहिलो सेमेस्टर त्यसमा आयो दोस्रो सेमेस्टरमा वी टेक देम इन्टु कन्टिनेन्टल क्विजिङ अभियसली कन्टिनेन्टल क्विजिङ बाहेक वी क्यानट सस्टेन इन होटल इन्डस्ट्री राइट सो कन्टिनेन्टल क्विजिनमा जाने तेस्रो सेमेस्टरमा एगेन वी टेक देम इन्टु known bandale we go into our SAARC region cooking so we teach them Nepali cuisine we teach them Indian cuisine we teach them Pakistani cuisine right these cuisines we teach them so it becomes familiar to him यसमा पनि भेरिएसन छ obviously एउटा स्टुडेन्टको लागि त सबै कुरा सिक्नु सम्भव छैन सो थर्ड सेमेस्टर गयो देन फोर्थ सेमेस्टर वी टेक देम अगेन टु इन्टरनेसनल कन्ट्री वाइज कुकिङ सो international country-wise cooking we select certain cuisines which are very famous, which are very required in the industry. त्यो cuisine हामीले सिकाउने. 5th semester they go for training. 6th semester when they come back, this is the beauty of this program. You 6th semester. 6th semester we give them 100% freedom to create their own dishes. सो चारवटा सेमेस्टर हामीले सिकायो उनीहरूलाई हातमा মানে we teach them hand to hand. 5 number semester they go to the industry.
Internship.
They see that what is the industry doing, how the industry is performing. They meet other chefs and they come to know that what is their lack, where they are ahead, right? 6th semester, it is time for them to open up their brain and to develop their own thing. Yes, obviously we play major role there. हामीले धेरै गाइडलाइन दिनुहुन्छ त्यो. We give them guidance, we give them sometimes they make mistake, we clarify them, we rectify them. But my target, मेरो कोर्सको डिजाइन यस्तो छ that every 6 semester my student must create at least 4 dishes of him or herself.
उहाँको आफ्नै इनोभेसन
इनोभेसन जुन इनोभेसन कुनै पनि किताबमा छैन, युट्युबमा छैन, च्याट जिपिटीमा छैन. क्रिएटिभिटी एब्सोल्युट.
सो सेफ प्र्याक्टिकल एन्डको चाहिँ हामीले कुरा गरिहाल्यौँ होइन. वी ट्रेन देम इन सर्टन लेभल्स, टेकिङ देम फ्रम नोन टु अननोन. हाउ अबाउट थियोरी? अब हाम्रो ब्याचलर्समा त थियोरी पनि उत्तिकै इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ. त्यो थियोरी बिना एकाडेमिक्स हुँदै भएन. सो कुड यु प्लिज take us through a walkthrough of certain exciting modules that we are doing?
I think BICA program ma jati exciting module cha त्यो module to I think kata pani छैन, right? So we have a subject called यो कुरा first of all to यो कुरा भनौँ that हाम्रो BICA program does not mean that you will only be a chef. You have multiple avenue opening, right? So त्यसमा one of the major part is nutrition. So you can be a good nutritionist if you want. Then we have a subject called food photography and journalism.
Right.
Through which you can become a food photographer or a food journalist or a food vlogger, whatever you feel like. Then we have this research orientation, food research. So through which you can go into research directions, right? So you can be a culinary scientist kind of a thing. If you want to pursue your master degree in any kind of research work, you can go into that. Then we have culinary courses related with the society called
food culture
and society, right? So that is also helping the student to understand the ethical value. We have a food system which is directly working along with the grassroots level people. So एउटा student, हाम्रो यताको student bachelor गरे यतादेखि त्यसपछि उसलाई लाग्यो कि I want to do master degree in irrigations and planting. This particular subject will help them. So यसरी गरेर I think हाम्रो जुन theoretical courses छ, apart from the mainstream theory subjects like food production को theory भनौँ कि hygiene को theory भनौँ, यो सबै जुन theory छ, यो theory बाहेक कतिपय हाम्रो theory subjects छ, that can actually open up avenue for all students in multiple directions. So हाम्रो यताको student BICA पढेपछि if they think that I am studying BICA just to become a chef, no.
Orthodox chef role मात्रै नभइकन you can explore many other fields as well. And the course is designed to help them specialize in these ways.
Exactly.
So I'm sure यो सुनिसकेपछि धेरैजनालाई इन्ट्रेस्टिङ पनि हुन्छ होला हैन, and they will find it interesting and they might want to explore as well. So how about for people who want to become chefs, हैन, जसले चाहिँ नि हैन म चाहिँ म culinary-मै गर्छु, म प्योर कुकिङमै जान्छु, I want to make my career here, this is what I want to become भन्ने मान्छेहरूलाई चाहिँ जो अहिले यङ छ, जो होम कुकिङमा इन्ट्रेस्टेड भएर बसिरहेको छ, उहाँहरूलाई how would you say is home cooking and professional culinary training different?
Okay. Home cooking, you are just a cook. You are not allowed to nabanum. You do not get the guideline to understand the integrity of cooking, right? Cooking does not involve in final product. Cooking involved in pre-product, cooking and after product, right? So तीनटा जुन स्टेप छ, त्यो तीनटा स्टेपको इन्भल्भमेन्ट कसरी हुन्छ and what is the science behind the food, त्यो जान्नुको लागि you need to take a training which will make you a chef. So you are not coming to study BICA program हाम्रो कलेजमा to become a cook. You are coming here to become a chef. And chef बन्नुको लागि त्यसको ब्याकग्राउन्डमा जति गाइडलाइन छ, जति गाइडलाइन हामीले दिनुहुन्छ which can make you a chef, त्यो हामी गर्छौँ.
So basically भन्नुपर्दाखेरि home cooking, if you're interested in home cooking, you already know what to do.
Yes.
So professional training label saying you know why it is done as well.
Exactly.
त्यसरी sum up गर्न मिल्ने यसलाई.
Exactly.
Alright, chef, कति खुसी लागेको छ मलाई यति धेरै कुराहरू गरिरहेको छु होइन. हामीले मेरो कति क्वेसन्सहरू त हजुरको आन्सरले नै पनि गइरहेको छ है. A few things that I would like to go through more is हाम्रो एउटा सेसन डिजाइन गरेका छौँ हामीले हजुरलाई ऱ्यापिड फायर भनेर होइन.
Okay.
So I'll give you a few options that you have to choose from. Just choose between two questions. Right?
Okay.
So let's begin the rapid fire. Hazlai chef, tea or coffee? What do you like?
Tea.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Butter chicken or soila?
Tough question. Butter chicken.
Butter chicken. Ne? If I had said butter chicken or Dracula?
Dracula. No doubt.
So being a chef, fine dine or street food?
Street food.
Wow, that's a great one. One guilty pleasure snack that you have?
Guilty pleasure snack.
Something that you know is, following the science that you have.
I think the fried products like fried.
So anything fried, street food, sarago, cutlets, okay. One dish that you think or you believe or maybe you've even made it. One dish that you can cook blindfolded or prepare blindfolded.
There's a lot. Jerk chicken.
Wow, there's a lot, one more chef. Is there any others?
Yes, there's a lot. Jerk chicken, all Caribbean cuisine I can cook blindfolded. That's my specialty area.
Wow. The cruise lines le garदाखेरि नि होला है. Okay, your comfort food. नेपालमा छँदाखेरिको your comfort food.
My comfort food in Nepal. Not momo, obviously not momo.
Not momo.
No, it's not momo. My comfort food in Nepal, fried rice and I think I generally eat it with the Manchurian.
Nice.
But fried rice.
Yes. And how about your comfort food when you're in India, back home?
Back home, my comfort food, it's roti sabji.
Roti sabji nahi. Any particular sabji that you like?
No, I combination.
Any sabji.
I eat any sabji. I'm allergic to apple and banana. Other than that, I eat everything.
So one question that I have to ask, being a Bengali,
Please.
Right? Hazulai, fish curry or any other meat curry?
Fish curry.
Fish curry, mein. Being true to your roots?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, eh, chef?
Bengal ma jati machako variety छ त्यो माछाको variety तिमी
अन्त कतै छैन problem, है? One worst kitchen disaster that you ever had? If there are.
I have already told you the fish incident.
Big fish incident.
Yes.
15 minutes of banana.
That I think one of the biggest incident. And there is another incident where I faced a union problem. When I came back to India and joined the hotel, I faced a union problem where everybody stopped working and I am the only one in the kitchen who was working. Preparing all the foods and everything. So that was a nightmare.
And one best happiest moment inside the kitchen.
Best happiest moment was we were into a world cruising and we was about to reach Vietnam. And just on the approach of Vietnam, we got a guest. He is a Vietnamese superpower guest kind of thing, right?
Big business tycoon.
Yes, tycoon. He was so impressed that he said that in Vietnam, we want to offer the entire crew for a one-day holiday kind of a thing.
Wow.
And we'll take everyone outside. They are not going to work.
So
My team is going to work for them.
sponsored holiday.
It's a sponsored holiday.
treat.
And that I think, and that has happened because of the food that we have created.
Wow.
So, our cruise liner, what we used to do is that whenever we reach to a port, we try to give that particular cuisine to the guest.
Right.
So that Vietnamese cuisine that we have created on that day, the guest was so happy.
Worked wonders. Yes. Wow. That must have been a very, very proud.
Very happy moment. Very happy moment.
So, chef, we're coming to the end of the program. अब अन्त्यमा आउँदाखेरि हजुरको यति धेरै एक्सपिरियन्सेसहरू छ हजुरसँग हैन. I'd like you to give an advice or let's say share some words to our viewers, young viewers like हजुरले, people who are inspired in the culinary world. What would you like to say to them?
Although I don't know how to express that. But I think whosoever is interested in culinary field, they must come prepared with the mind that I am going to a place from where I need to learn from scratch to the top. So until and unless you know the scratch, you cannot reach the ladder, the topmost part of the ladder. So I think that is an advice that whenever you are joining this industry, come prepared that you need to learn from
Scratch.
grassroots
Right.
and then to go to the.
So begin humble and then you
Yes, you should be humble. You should be acceptable in all situations.
Right. So with an open mind, open heart.
Absolutely.
How would people know more about our courses here? How can they contact us, or where should they come? What should they do?
Okay. We have our website. It's always open. Please visit our website. You can check our website to understand the integrity of our admission process and everything. Otherwise, the contact numbers are already there. So you can call directly to the admission department and you can inquire. We are always there in all kind of social medias. So from social media platform also you can.
Right. And we are here at Lunchore, so if people would like to come visit us, then our kitchen's open. Would you be available?
Yes, absolutely. I am happy to help everyone.
Right.
So please come and do visit us. We will show you that what we are doing.
Right, how we are doing. And you can come visit our kitchens as well, and Chef will be there with his team. So if you need more information, please do come to us. Well, Chef, मेरो यति धेरै क्वेरिजहरू थियो, यति धेरै क्वेसन थियो. एउटा क्वेसन चाहिँ रह्यो लास्टमा,
Please.
यति मिठो नेपाली कहाँ सिक्नु भयो हजुरले?
Again, this is a story. यो के भयो कि I always had a intention of learning languages. So मेरो शिपमा काम गर्दाखेरि I used to work for 6 months as a 3-month break हुने थियो.
हजुर.
So त्यो 3 महिना ब्रेकमा के गर्ने? मैले एउटा रेस्टुरेन्ट ओपन गरेँ दार्जिलिङमा. So I used to spend my 3 months of time in Darjeeling. Up Darjeeling, you all know that it's a mixture of Bengali and Nepali culture, although it's in Bengal. But त्यहाँ बस्दाखेरि I need to run the staff. So and they all were Nepali. So I start slowly grabbing up their languages.
Situation.
3 महिना हजुर 3 महिना बसेर के काम गर्ने 3 महिना बसेर मेरो लागि त काम त केही छैन. What I need to do is I need to.
हजुरको मलाई नेपालीको स्टोरी पनि खतरा लाग्यो होइन. अर्को के खतरा लाग्यो भने 3 Ds जुन भन्नुभएको थियो हजुरले, डिसिप्लिन, डेडिकेसन होइन, यहाँ डिभोसनको कुरा गर्नुभएको थियो. सो हजुरको साँच्चीकै यो लिभिङ बाई इट है. 3 महिनाको क्रुज लाइनको छुट्टीमा पनि दार्जिलिङ गएर रेस्टुरेन्ट खोलेर यो वर्किङ.
हजुर.
ल मलाई यति खुसी लाग्यो सेफ हजुरसँग.
Pranesh, to tell you very honestly, मेरोमा पनि मनमा इच्छा छ कि this interview must go on. There are a lot of things, I think. So, but yes, I can understand that we have used, right?
होइन सेफ, हामीले जति पनि कुरा गरिरहेको छौँ गेस्टहरूसँग होइन, एभ्रिबडी हेज बिन सो एक्साइटिङ टु टक टु. अनि सबैजनासँग चाहिँ नि एउटा सेकेन्ड एपिसोड हामीले प्रमिस गरेकै छौँ. हजुरसँग त मेरो विचारमा 3.5 एपिसोड्स अर्को आउँछ होला सायद. यु सो मेनी स्टोरिज. सो थ्याङ्क यू सो मच सेफ फर यर टाइम. हजुरको यति बिजी सेलमा टाइम दिनुभयो, धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद. Once again, we're very thankful for you to be here. एकदमै धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद छ. Very much. So wish you all the best for your future endeavors as well, Chef. Thank you viewers. हामीलाई अन्त्यसम्म बसेर हेरिदिनु भयो. आशा छ हाम्रो यो एपिसोड पनि प्रिभियस एपिसोडहरू जस्तै निकै नै रोचक रह्यो होला. हाम्रो कर्पोरेट एक्जिक्युटिभ शेफ शुभदीप मजुमदारसँग हाम्रो सेसन कस्तो लाग्यो कमेन्ट्समा लेखेर हामीलाई बताइदिनु होला. साथसाथै उहाँसँग भेट गरेर हजुरलाई अझै धेरै जानकारीहरू लिनु मन छ, उहाँसँग कुराकानी गर्न मन छ भने पनि हाम्रो एडमिसन टाइमको सेसन्समा हाम्रो किचन्सहरू सधैँ ओपन नै छ, हाम्रो कलेज ओपन छ. आउनुहोस्, भेट गर्नुहोस् र धेरै जानकारी लिनुहोला. आजलाई भने हाम्रो एपिसोड यति नै. यहाँहरू यतिखेरसम्म बसिदिनु भयो, सुनिदिनु भयो कुराहरू र यहाँको न्यानो माया र साथ दिनुभयो. धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद छ. अर्को एपिसोडमा हामी आउने नै छौँ. आजलाई भने नमस्ते.